August the 8th, Gardens. There are now a bewildering number of different garden plants to be seen in London, although this will be the last month to see such a wide diversity. Summer bedding in parks and gardens is at its most brassy, with good shows usually to be seen in Regent's Park, St James's Park and Lincoln's Inn Fields. Plants that tend to draw our attention in such places are mesembryanthemum, tagetes, cleome, cosmos, salvia and nemesias. Herbaceous borders are still awash with colour, with excellent examples usually to be seen at Hampton Court Palace Gardens, Golders Hill Park and Middle Temple Gardens. Particularly noticeable are penstemons, echinops, solidagos, monardas, delphiniums and sedums, as well as composites of every shape, size and colour. Widely planted annuals include Californian poppy, larkspur, Gaillardia and Nigella. Tropical gardens are a more recent fashion and are good places to find tender exotics that are likely to become far more common in the future, such as bananas, aroids, gingers, melianthus and alströmerias. In among the welter of hybrids, cultivars and gardeners' selections, it is also worth looking for unadulterated wild species. Many of these foreign plants thrive in London, although they are thousands of miles away from their native habitats. Londoners tend to hide away their rarities in their back gardens, leaving many front gardens in August remarkably dull. Consequently, it is necessary to visit plant collections to see the rarities from all over the temperate world. At Wisley, you can see Dolichos, a climber from South Africa, Pseudopanix from New Zealand, and an extravagant collection of different coloured morning glories, Ipomaea, from South America. And at Kew, it is worth seeking out Chilean jasmine, Mandevilla laxa, from Argentina, and mountain sorrel, Oxyria dignea, which is more at home around bird roost in the subarctic. Medicinal plants. Surprisingly, there are only a small number of gardens in London with exceptional collections of unusual plants. One hidden gem worth visiting at this time of year is the Royal College of Physicians Medicinal Garden on the outskirts of Regent's Park. This garden specialises solely in plants with a medicinal value, now or at some time in the past. The garden, which now has several hundred different species, may have been started by no less a figure than John Gerard in the 16th century. He is said to have collected plants for the college, quote, for a reasonable charge. There are the obvious plants you might expect to see in such a collection, such as foxglove, used to treat heart problems, lungwort, lung complaints, mints, flatulence, feverfew, migraines, St. John's wort, depression, and even primrose, melancholy. Senna and hellebores are presents, both of which are purgatives, and a host of old cure-alls such as betony, tulbagia, and aloe. Aloe ferox is grown, which was used to soothe the radiation burns of Hiroshima victims. The curative abilities of some of the other species are a little bit less believable. For example, Helianthus annuus to encourage lust, Lobelia tupa, a cure for syphilis, myrtle, a remedy for splitting blood, marigold for raising the spirits, and figwort, which when worn round the neck was believed to cure piles. The chase plant, Vitex agnus castus, is also grown, the seeds of which monks sprinkled over their food to help dispel any lustful thoughts, and nuns carried with them in their pockets to help them remain chaste. Greater celandine was even thought capable of bringing back the sight of any blind fledgling swallow. The centrepiece of the collection is a tall eastern plane tree, Plantanus orientalis, subspecies insularis, which is believed to have been grown from the scion of the original plane on the island of Kos, under which Hippocrates taught the very first doctors. There are many more plants with more recent medical histories. The Madagascan periwinkle, Cantharanthus rosea, was thought to possess the new wonder drug for curing some cancers. Southalordia frutescens has been investigated for its use in treating AIDS. More sinisterly, Ricinus communis was used to make the poison ricin. This was supposed to have been used by the Bulgarian Secret Service to kill Georgy Markov with an umbrella spiked with it on Waterloo Bridge in 1978. Although not particularly associated with medicine, there is also a fine specimen of the snowdrop tree, Halesia carolina. This is a great beauty when it is in flower in the spring, but sadly is rarely grown in London. In this case, it was an excellent choice to commemorate the physician who was the first person to measure blood pressure. As you might expect, there is also the plant that has been responsible for more human deaths than any other, tobacco.